KC.
HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is. HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is.
Oh, say.
You can hear the roar here in Oklahoma City. We'll see the Golden State Warriors facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Pull from the top of the key. Adams' shot is good. So it's the Warriors now. 4-point game. They double-team Curry. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Before he launched that one from way outside. Curry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, he hit that shot, Kevin, from the suburbs. What a shot.
You got to have some guts to let it fly from that far beyond the arc.
Now Barnes. After Westbrook's missed 3, Barnes dishes to Thompson. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points. And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
That's good. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Another miss by Westbrook. Well, Greg, for Thompson, last season an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists. Look at that shot! How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh! Ibaka. And that time, also a missed shot. Golden State's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Curry with another miss. The Thunder have gone just 2 of 7 so far. Bit of a slow start for them.
Jeez, maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
Is that what you think?
Absolutely.
Instead, it had the opposite effect. He looked foolish.
And sometimes he can hit that deep 3, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
Intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Dion Waiters checked in for Oklahoma City.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
The shot by Curry, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Oklahoma City, the rebound, leaps for it. Stolen by Thompson. It's stolen by Adams. No luck. And Golden State will come. The other way. Green kicks to Barnes. Elbow shot and off the glass. That one's good. Yes. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Warriors with the rebound. Curry passes to Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today. And the Thunder had plenty of reason to be down last year because of the injuries. A big place that it hit them was on offense. They just were not the same absent mainly Kevin Durant.
Randy Foy, he's checked in for Durant. Then for the Warriors, Spates checked in for Bogut. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Ibaka. And Kyle Singler subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Then for the Warriors, Ezeli's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Curry. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. We were used to seeing the Thunder as a top offensive team, as you mentioned, Greg. Last season, they finished 18th, Clark, in field goal percentage.
And, you know, for context, that's the lowest they finished since their first year in Oklahoma, Kevin. Usually you can find them among the top 5 teams in the league when they're healthy.
So it's the Warriors now after Dion Waiters' three-pointer that didn't go. Foy dishes to Waiters. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline.
To the middle, it's intercepted. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And he gets it to go. Barbosa's got his first bucket in this one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Ray, getting back to Waiters, there's a reason the Cavaliers dealt the former 4th overall pick in the draft. Not only did he shoot poorly, but Clark, he averaged less than 2 assists a game.
Yeah, I think it's a mindset adjustment with Waiters. I've loved his talent and his ability to make plays and shots. Now he just has to recalibrate his thinking so he can be effective in the role he's asked to play.
The Warriors shooting their second and third free throws tonight. No good on the free throw. It's been said time and time again that playing in Oklahoma City is one of the tougher places to play in the league. Last year we saw it as well. This place, Greg, gets so loud when the Thunder are rolling.
And even though the Thunder missed the playoffs, the Chesapeake Energy Arena was as loud as ever. Really helps when you are the show in a city.
Some nice passing by Golden State. He was all alone on that one. Barbosa's got 5. And
good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Clark kicks to Azili. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
And it's Foy missing.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Here's Singler. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The War. And Serge Ibaka, coming known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his team. Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is.
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Curry in at the 5.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season. Signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoff.
Bogut the pass to Curry. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Durant's checked in for Kansas. The Warriors also with a sub. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Steph Curry. And again, no good by Golden State. And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that Greg, the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
So, you know, Anthony Morrow, one of the real lasers as a long-range bomber in the league. First rookie ever to lead the NBA in three-point percentage. Hit over. For 46% his first year. There's always a place for a guy like that.
The Warriors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Thunder trailing by 15. Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Livingston.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And talking about Anthony Morrow's development, he did it the hard way. Came in undrafted in his first pro start. 37 points. Remember that game? Most points ever by an undrafted player in his rookie year.
Yeah, that was amazing, that game. And, you know, the 2010-2011 season, he had the second highest three-point percentage in league history. I mean, he's been traded multiple times in his career, though, because he's still refining the rest of his game, wanting to be more than just a shooter.
To the inside, Iguodala with the steal. Green kicks to Thompson. It's stolen by Adams. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. No good off the back of the rim.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Thunder trailing by 15. Puts it up. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Westbrook's got his first 2 points. From deep three-point range, and again, it's the Warriors missing.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Thompson. The shot is off.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
Is about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, I see no birds up there.
No.
The three from Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. That's 7 points for Barnes.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Waiters is checked in. And then for Golden State, Spates checked in for Iguodala. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. And good on the basket. Book it. Adams has got his second basket of the game.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up. And guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is right at the top of that list.
And you think, Greg, about Westbrook's killer instincts. You were alluding to that. It's very apparent at times. Players praise, and Clark, I think, fear him for just that characteristic alone.
Well, how about this, Kevin? Kobe Bryant said Westbrook has the same love for competition that he has. Whenever other guards are pulled, Westbrook is their worst matchup.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Inside, here's Singler. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
No good from Clark. Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 16-7 run. Waiters, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Clark kicks to Spates. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
For the Thunder, Cantor comes in for Steven Adams, and it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Festus Ezeli. Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Stephen Curry in for Ian Clark. Greg, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Bucket. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
Warriors leading by 7. Barnes dishes to Thompson, and he gets it to go. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
To the paint. Deflects the pass. Fade away. And the officials call a traveling violation. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Ford. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting a cool 28% in the second quarter. Curry. And it's denied.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Warriors shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 12.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on one of them.
From deep. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And we've...
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They are leading by 12. And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Take a look at what Curry's done. 12 points.
And boy, is there an area of the floor he hasn't scored from tonight?
I do not think so, Greg. I mean, three-point range. He can get it done inside. He's really made it happen from everywhere.
The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. The shot by Westbrook. The basket good off the assist from Durant. 10 points for Russell Westbrook. Warriors leading by 10.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Durant for 3. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. They double-team Curry. So it's the Warriors now. Poked away. The 3. And that one's good. Curry's got 15 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Another miss by Westbrook.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking at... battle back. That's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Warriors leading by 11. Curry passes to Barnes, and that one is stuffed right through.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Waiters is checked in.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
For three, Westbrook, good on the shot. Westbrook's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing, Allen Iverson always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor.
Jacks up a three, and again Oklahoma City with the triple.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Thunder trailing by 7. Shoots. Misses off the left iron.
You know, I was thinking back to that Iverson quote on Westbrook. They play with that same fire. The styles in which they play are different, but you can see the intensity is the same between them.
Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 5 with a three-point shot since coming out of the break. Took him no time at all on that one. Westbrook's got 15 points here in the second half. Here's Clark. That three off the mark. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Great look, but off the mark.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
From deep, Green. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Oklahoma City's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. A different look for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Adams. Morrow comes in for Roberson. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. The Warriors also with a sub. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Ian Clark. Barbosa's shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kyle Singler, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Festus Ezeli. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. From deep. Curry can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 4.
And really, last season, the Thunder came into the year as a popular pick to win the West. Of course, we know what happened in terms of injuries, and they ended up having them on the outside looking in terms of the postseason.
For the Thunder, their play against the rest of the West wasn't a huge problem as to why they missed the playoffs. And, you know, they went 25-27 against the rest of the West.
Well, at first glance, that doesn't look too bad, but only 7 wins in those 29 games against the Western Conference playoff teams. With the talent the Thunder have, you still think of them as favorites in the West, at least one of the favorites in the West.
It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Durant's checked in.
Let's go.
Pulls up. Offensive rebound. Cantor kicks to Morrow. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Warriors leading by 3. Thompson inside the line. And it's Randy Foy with the rebound.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk. But later in the game now, you might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
On its way from Curry for 2. Here's Bogut. Thompson dishes to Bogut. And the rejection by Ibaka. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
3 points, mid-time.
Two-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Didn't think that was going to go in. 19 points for Steph Curry.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
For Oklahoma City, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
They've been on fire from the free throw line, and that efficiency has really propelled them forward. Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Another miss by Curry. Foy with it. Three-pointer, and it's sent back by Bogut. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, look out, and then you throw up stuff. Like that, and you go, oh my, how does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Oh, goodness.
From deep three-point range, Westbrook can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 7. From deep. Oh, my. How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there, Jim.
But they get it back. Iguodala kicks to Rush. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Roberson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. Golden State's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
You know, offensively, they're looking much sharper here in the second half. Turnovers and miscues are down, and I think they're getting quality shots as well. It just hasn't been a very good day for them, guys. They need him to start varying some of those.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
Thunder trailing by 10, and here's Westbrook from the arc. That's good. Westbrook's got 18 points just in the second half.
He is sizzling from the arc.
Warriors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. The 11-footer, and it's blocked by Adams. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Spates. And Ian Clark subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. Oklahoma City's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
But, Greg, they can...
In for Brandon Rush. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Ian Clark. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Now the Warriors moving it up. Curry leading the charge. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Westbrook. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Westbrook's got 30.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
And it's Stephen Curry with a 3.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams and their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game. They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And, you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
Here's Bogut. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he still got a lot of gas in the tank.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Thunder. And Westbrook, here we go. Off the inbound, no good. The Warriors leading.
I'm not even going to comment on that.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat. What a game it's been for Westbrook. He's got 32 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
And really now you can tell the defense starting to have second thoughts in terms of how they're going to play him. That's 12 points from long range.
Durant's checked in for Dion Waiters. Curry can't get it to go. Well, Thunder have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And there's the call on Durant. You know, it's apparent there what a leader he is, always communicating it and keeping everyone on the floor in sync.
And, Kevin, that's such a good point. You know, it doesn't always show up in the box score, but those leadership qualities of his are just as valuable to this team as anything else that he does.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Westbrook, that's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Offensive rebound. Here's Bogut, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Durant kicks to Adams. Durant, no good.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Westbrook passes to Adams. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That's on Andrew Bogut. And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. So he comes up empty, missing both. Warriors trail by 5. It's Thompson off the drive. On its way from Curry for 2. And Roberson pulls it down.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Here's Curry with the 3. Good D by Westbrook.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Good.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big... lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
Stolen by Thompson. Here we go, one-on-one. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And so here is Oklahoma City. And here's Westbrook from the arc. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sidelines. Doris?
Thanks, guys. Kevin, what was so drastically different about this team's defense in the second half?
Well, early in the game, they got some decent threes, 4 or 5 threes. And they had great